On September 7th of last year, 30-year-old Andrea Grinage was a mom of 2 boys. She was in an on-again, off-again relationship for about 7 years with 34-year-old LaQuinn Phillips. She was pregnant about 7 months with his child. She had just had this maternity photo shoot with these beautiful photos. Then came September 8th. We have some breaking news out of Capitol Heights right now, where a pregnant woman was set on fire today.
Back there, 3313, paramedic ambulance 838, response, target Alpha 2, 1130.
A young woman called to say that she'd been burned by a person inside the home.
1405 Elfwood.
She was pregnant with a child.
September 8th, I asked God, and it wasn't in no prayer or nothing. I just said, God, don't let me die.
Andrea says that she stood here, burned, naked, and no doubt in shock. She called 911.
You know, I told them I'm about 7.5 months pregnant, and I said, just save my baby. Because I wanted her to at least have a chance. You know, I felt like, you know, I had lived, and I wanted my baby to have a chance to live. And that was why I didn't abort her, you know, in the beginning. You know, I was pressured into that, and I chose otherwise.
Doctors did an emergency C-section. Baby Aaliyah Journey survived. And as she was starting her life, it seemed like Andrea's could be ending. She was burned more than 70% of her body. She was in critical condition. As she lied in bed in ICU, finally, after 2 months, she spoke. A small miracle. Then she got to meet baby Journey. After that, the pain, she says, was just excruciating.
I think the worst part about me being in the hospital is them having to change the bandages. I couldn't move my hand. I can't describe the pain. Like, I had never felt something so bad in my life, the pain in my arm and my hand. I couldn't stand. I had to learn to stand.
Andrea's had about 11 surgeries. She's going to have a lot more. Relearning to do simple things is a struggle. Getting dressed can take an hour, if she can do it at all. Taking care of her burned skin is practically an all-day job. Washing, lotion, changing her compression garments. Andrea's now walking, but you can see she drags one leg. She also doesn't have full use of her right hand. She goes to physical therapy twice a week. Her mom, Denise, and baby Journey go with her. This time, I did too.
Baby, why you so cute? And she smiled at that. And she knows she...
Nobody expected me to survive, man. It's crazy for me to even think that I'm here now doing what I'm doing.
She sees a therapist twice a week too. Her life is a series of medications, appointments, and wrangling with insurance. It's a far cry from her former life as an independent woman, a mom of 2, and a medical assistant.
I have a long road to recovery. God saved my life. He spared my life.
There is a trial coming up, and Andrea can't say all she wants to.
You had no idea.
No. Like, I didn't see this coming. Not the person I loved the most, like, you know, and I thought loved me.
Andrea says, and records show, that she took out a protective order against LaQuinn Phillips in April 2017. That's 5 months before the day that changed her life. She says he didn't want the baby.
You know, I went through a lot. You know, I was treated so mean and disrespectful. It was new to me, and I was hoping that things would have got better, not worse. Because it was at some point in my life where it was nothing nobody could have said or did that made me feel like this man didn't love me. Like, I'm like, okay, I know he loved me, and ain't nothing you can say or do, like, he loved me, or whatever. That this same person is like, oh, I hope you die.
Did your ex hit you or physically assault you before that?
I'm not going to answer that. He deserves to be prosecuted, though. Like, to pay for what he's done. It's never too late to walk away, because at any given day, you know, tragedy can happen. It can strike. we see red flags. Like, come on, all of us see red flags. It's just, a lot of us, a lot of times choose to ignore it. And I definitely ignored like a lot of actions, a lot of red flags. I didn't think that things would go that far, that I would actually lose my life. And a lot of people don't think that things will go that far. If a man is putting his hands on you or verbally abusing you, you know, because people think that's love, and that's not love. Love won't put you down. Love won't hurt you.
So why do you want to tell your story?
I was given a second chance to maybe save somebody else. And even if it's just one person, I feel like that's what I'm going to do.
Andrea has many scars. She doesn't want to show them to you. She does have a new tattoo, and that's something she is willing to share.
My scar is covered for the most part, but those are the only ones, you know, that I can't cover. And I got it so close to that so that people will know that the purple ribbon is for domestic violence survivor. And when I see the ribbon, I see my scars. And, you know, it's not a reminder of what I went through, but what I've gone through, what I'm getting through.
What her whole family is getting through. Her oldest son, Adrian, he's 15. He started a movement called Drea Strong. He sells t-shirts and buttons to bring awareness to domestic violence. Her younger son, Jordan, he never leaves her side. And of course, there's baby Journey. She's 5 months old, and she's doing great. I asked Drea how she feels now about Phillips.
To hate him is to hate my daughter. And I can never feel like no ill feelings toward her. You know, but she looked just like him. Every time she smiled, you know, flare up her nose, like, you know, she looks like him. I'm hurt, I'm shocked, but I'm not angry. I'm not hateful, because I want to live. I think I want more for myself now than I did before. I'm so happy to be here. And like I said, I want to help as many people as I can, but if I can just help one person, I feel like my job is done. I'm just hoping through, you know, my journey that I'm able, you know, to help somebody else.